Our first guest tonight is an Emmy award-winning, Tony-nominated actor you know from shows like The Big Bang Theory, as well as The Boys in the Band and The Normal Heart. He stars in the Broadway revival of Our Town, which is playing at the Barrymore Theater. Here in New York, please welcome back to the show our friend Jim Parsons, everybody. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Both to you and to your new beard.
Well, there you go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's wonderful.
It's not even a welcome back. It's a brand new thing.
Brand new.
Never done it before.
Never done it?
Nope.
How long did it take?
Oh, God. It was a painful, months-long process. It ended in dye. It was the last-ditch effort to keep it. I look like a very malnourished calico cat. And I finally went, I was like, just do something. Because if it works, fine. If it doesn't, I'm just shaving it. I'm done with this.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I'm a fan yet. I don't mind having it visually, but, like, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it doesn't look comfortable.
No,
but I do like. But I will just say, the shape of it is really nice. It looks like you got it on Etsy. Like everything. There's a real.
I appreciate that.
It's really nice.
That's what one's going for.
Did you have it? Was there a bit of discussion about how your characters should have what sort of beard?
I started growing the beard because this sounds kind of ridiculous, but I was talking to my barber who cuts my hair, and he has a beard. And I said, "Do you always have a beard?" And he's like, "I do a lot of the time. I like the way it changes the shape of my face and chin." And I was like, "Oh." This is where it's stupid. I'm like, oh, you could do something like that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like men are kind of limited in what they can do to kind of shake it up what's going on here. Oh, you could go in for surgery, I guess. Not in the market yet.
Yeah.
But I thought, I'm going to try that. But then I showed up to rehearsal with the beard, and Kenny Leon, who directed Our Town, was like, why do you have a beard? And I said, I just wanted to try it. He goes, I don't want you to be like all those other, I'm sorry, this is the way he talks. I don't want you to be like all those other I've seen do the stage manager in Our Town before. I said, well, that's not my intention. I'm not starting to, you know.
I always assume that anybody who directs Our Town curses like a sailor. I just say, all right, we're doing Our Town.
That is why every day he would make us in rehearsal with, and this is Thornton Wilder's Our Town.
What is going on?
He is part spiritual guru and part NBA coach. That's how I
wonderful.
Look at him. Yeah, it was a nice match.
There's obviously a fantastic, very famous play. Had you been in a production of Our Town?
No.
Really?
I'd never been in it. I'd never seen it. And when they offered it to me...
Never seen it?
I'd never seen it. When they offered it to me and I read it, I realized, oh, I've never read this.
Wow.
Nothing surprised me in it because it's around so much, especially if you're in theater like I am, that I knew basically everything that happened. I was like, yeah, they die and then whatever. But
excuse me, a spoiler alert. You were supposed to say spoiler.
It won the Pulitzer in 1939. Get on board. The language, the way Thornton Wilder writes these ideas and the wording, I'm like, I would remember this. This is profound. It's very moving, and like this would have stuck with me, and I knew none of it.
The narrator role is a very interesting role,
yes.
and a very famous role, and played by many impressive actors over the years. Because you're not obviously engaged with the other actors.
No,
and
not much.
Do you find it a fascinating challenge to both be a part of a production without, having limited interaction with your fellow castmates?
Yeah, I have actually found that it's unlike anything I was prepared for, and kind of in a beautiful way. Like I spend so much time on stage standing. I introduce a scene, and eventually I will come in and interrupt the scene and say we're going to have to move on or whatever, and tell things to the audience. But in the meantime, I stand there in kind of a dim light on stage watching them. And the things I've noticed was, number one, I've never gotten to do anything like that before, and the empathy and joy that I feel watching my fellow actors do their work, like, it's so great when they try something new. It gives me a giggle. When they up, it gives me a giggle. It's so delightful that there's something kind of meditative about it. And then I realized, like, a few weeks into the run, I was like, oh, there's a part of me that feels nervous, because it's like, is it safe for your heart rate and breath rate to be this low while standing in front of 1,000 people watching? Because it's not an experience I've ever had on stage when I'm acting in something. But there I am, and like, I just feel so relaxed with them or whatever. I'm like, are you awake? And I'm like, yeah, I'm hearing it. So, but I've loved it. It's been a meditative thing, and it's been a really wonderful thing to get to go to every night.
It's also, you've taken on quite a challenge for yourself this year. This is your second Broadway show in a year.
Yes.
You were saying backstage, your husband said, yes, bravo.
Thank you. Yes, my husband said, now that you're into this second run, I think we need to have better discussions before you sign up for 2 in a row.
Right, yeah.
It's just a weird schedule.
It is a very strange
And,
schedule.
you know, like for all the time off that you have, because on days you don't perform at night, you're always waiting to go on stage live at 8 o'clock at night. So the day begins literally over coffee. I'm like, when will I take a nap?
Right.
I mean, it's literally the first thing I'm looking at, because I'm like, I can't go out there dragging ass. So.
Yeah. Although based on the way you described your
I
performance
kind of
in this,
could.
you really could.
I kind of am, yes.
You basically describe it as like standing and watching.
It's
I think
true.
you're good.
It's true.
Don't
I'm
you
barely breathing up there.
It seems like you're taking like eyes wide open naps throughout the show. I have a lot more to ask you. We'll be right back with Jim Parsons after this.